Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today we are going to be taking a look at the true strength of Sasori of the Red Sand. When Sasori was young, he lost his parents, and he eventually made puppets of his parents so that he felt at least some comfort. However, his inspiration for art led him to the Akatsuki. We don't know much about the reasons for which he left the village, but one of the factors was definitely him failing to gain comfort with the puppets of his parents. Sasori of the Red Sand was a member of the organization the Akatsuki. The Akatsuki's goal was to capture Biju by taking out the Jinchuriki. This means almost every Akatsuki member needs to scale to the Jinchuriki. Now the Jinchuriki have some pretty interesting scalings, but I'll get into that later in the video. Apart from being as strong as the Jinchuriki, he also has the feat of taking down the third Kazekage. His impressive scalings only start here, and today in the video we will be taking a look at the truly underrated strength of Sasori of the Red Sand.
Sasori is one of the most underrated characters in Naruto. That's really because of his fight with Sakura. Many people use that fight as a way to downplay or scale Sasori negatively, which is wrong because there are so many issues with that fight. One of the issues with that fight is that people fail to realize that Sakura had a resolve amp. It was basically stated that whenever Sakura is thinking of Sasuke, she has a hope to bring him back, which makes her have a resolve amp, which makes her stronger. In the beginning of Shippuden, Sasuke is the person who drove her and motivated her to fight. So with her resolve amp, she should have been much stronger than she is normally. If that isn't enough, you could argue that Sasori was mentally nerved because he had to fight both a talented Chunin, Sakura, and his grandmother Chiyo, a Kage-level shinobi with the same skill set as him. These two things were serious problems for Sasori, so you can't really argue that Sakura is stronger than him. Also, people always seem to forget that Chiyo was backing Sakura up. Chiyo is a high Kage-level shinobi that in her prime actually fought on par with Prime Hanzo of the Salamander in the Second Great Shinobi War. This is the same Hanzo that was low-diffing the three Sannin. With this, you can already scale Prime Chiyo to Hanzo, Minato, or Sakumo because they all scale above the three Sannin. Since Sasori is above old Chiyo, you could somewhat scale him to one or two of the Sannin. This really shows how powerful Sasori really is.
Thanks, Surya, for covering that fight, since a lot of people have misconceptions about it. Anyways, now I'm going to discuss Sasori's AP scaling. AP stands for attack potency, or in simpler terms, the capability to damage someone. Sasori has the third Kazekage's Iron Sand, and the third Kazekage is known as the strongest specifically because of that jutsu. This puts him above Rasa, and Edo Rasa's Sand was able to clash with Wara Gaara's one. This Gaara was able to damage Deidara and intercept an attack on Sasuke from the 4th Raikage. So we have two interesting scalings now. Sasori has the third Kazekage Sand, above Rasa's, above Edo Rasa's, to Wara Gaara's Sand, above the 4th Raikage, above Keisenwan Naruto. About the last bit, 4th Raikage above Keisenwan Naruto, B said like brother will one-shot Naruto. Not like one-shot, he said in like a different way, but that's like what he was trying to say. Sasori is also above Deidara, who's above Heavy Sasuke. This should put his attack potency around the higher tiers of the Akatsuki, and we know how strong the higher tiers of the Akatsuki are. It has Kisame, Pain, Itachi, Obito. So this should mean Sasori is one of the strongest Akatsuki characters, and I think I've proven why he is one of the most underrated Naruto characters in general. And a mistake I made, like in the video, I just realized I said like Deidara's above Heavy Sasuke, which he really isn't. He's like around the same level as Heavy Sasuke, not above or below. So yeah, that should still like scale Sasori above Deidara and Heavy Sasuke. And also, like, what I wanted to bring up, like, the Jinchuriki scaling that I promised at the beginning of the video. So, like, Yugi no Ni was able to, like, tag Keisenwan Naruto, and Han was able to, like, blitz him. They didn't have Link Vision, so I don't think, like, they scaled to him completely. But they should be, like, around the same level as Keisenwan Naruto. Like, as a live Jinchuriki, and Sasori should scale to them, since, like, the Akatsuki are chosen on their ability to, like, take down Jinchuriki. Alright, that should like wrap up the video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check our Quora Space and Instagram page. That's in the description, and our Discord server as well. Be sure to like hang out with us in the Discord server. And that'll just be it. Alright, peace.